Hello and welcome to my object-oriented programming assignment video demonstration submission. Here we can just browse the code for what it is. You can pause whenever if you want to have a better glance at what the code is in terms of everything. And yeah, so let's just run it and see how it functions. As you can see here, a small menu of which we can borrow, return, browse available books, view our current fees, have an admin login as for a librarian. Anyway, well, let's borrow some books. Here it prints out a list of available books of Da Vinci Code, of Mice and Men, the Bible, The Art of War, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Mind you, these books are all set in stone by the code, of course. If we do the admin login, we can add to the list. But anyway, let's for now add some books. And as we can also see, the list has been getting smaller and smaller. And if we browse the books now, there's only 2 available books of Mice and Men and The Art of War, as we have borrowed the other 3, being Da Vinci Code, the Bible, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Anyway, now if we were to return a book, it prints out the books we have borrowed, and which one do we want to borrow? Let's say, return. Well, we can return the Bible, and it is returned. And if we browse to available books, it is back here, as it should. And if we were to, browse our fees, being £1.50 per book borrowed, our current fees are £3, as we have currently borrowed two books. Well, of which we have borrowed 3, returned 1, but the fees are now £3. Now, with the admin login, we can now do some other things. So let's first type in the username and our password. And here we have a much smaller menu, of which for a menu it's mainly to add new books. So let's do that. So what kind of books should we add? I don't know. How about the Hobbit trilogy? And mind you, this will be added back onto the to the list after we confirm. And once we confirm, it is back. So so now we can log off and browse the books. And as we can see here, the Bible is back, the one we have returned, and the Hobbit trilogy is here, of which we have just now added. And of course, we can press 6 to leave, and with each part of the code, there is always a small message, indicating that you have either picked this option or that it has done the thing you wanted correctly, like borrowing the book, returning the book as here, and for when we have logged in, as by giving us a successful login. But also, there is another thing we can do. What if our login was incorrect? Well, it won't really check immediately, but it gives us a prompt of a proper prompt of if our username or password is incorrect, as most, if not all, sites do. Like, it doesn't care if your username is correct or your password is correct, as long as one of them are incorrect, it's all incorrect for all it cares, which is a good idea to have. Anyway, that's gonna be it for in terms of demonstrating everything that the code really has to offer. In terms of other issues, well, there may be some, but all minor details. Likely, let's say we want to borrow a book, but we enter a letter G. Yeah. I would not advise doing so, as what it wants is an integer and not a character, as we can see here, not a character but an integer. But that is something that I would rather omit. But to be fair, there is code that I could add to make it all better. But it all functions in the way that I intended it to work. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day.